G'day, Scott here from ScottsHobbyz. Today I'm going to show you how I made these strops from scratch. It's nice and easy to do. You'll be able to do it too, and it costs a lot less than buying them online, and they're actually surprisingly easy to make. Now, sorry I haven't done a video for the last nearly, I don't know how long it's been, like 6 weeks or so. I had a couple busy weeks, a couple lazy weeks, and then there's also this problem. So I'll probably do a couple quick projects over the next couple weeks, and then there will be more knives coming, but I need to get this sorted, so the projects probably won't involve my workbench. Now back to the strop. Cats seem to have this thing about high places. Come on, Sal, time to come down. Come on, getting locked up. Here you go, chase this thing. Damn, she got it. Urgh. Okay, so I've got the wood cut. It's just a hair under 12" long, and it's 3 inches wide, or just under 30 centimeters and 7.5 centimeters wide. I wanted to make them a nice generous size. I'm making a couple for some other people, and I want one for each of my compounds for myself. I just recently got these. These are the Bark River stropping compounds. Bought them in from America because they seem to be out of stock. A couple places that had them in Australia, but I've got the brown or black, whatever they call it, the green and the white. And just for fun, I thought I would add these on, and each one of these costs nearly as much as the three compounds, but I've got 1 micron and 1/2 micron of CBN emulsion, or cubic boron nitride, so that's pretty cool. Not quite as hard as diamond, but very, very hard substance, and yeah, I'm keen to give that a go. For the strops, I've just got some cowhide leather. It's just on special where I normally buy the knife making stuff. I've got some thinner stuff here. This is 6 to 7 ounce. I'll probably use it on some smaller strops. That's just scraps, offcuts that I bought, and this is a 300 by 600 mil, or about 1 by 2 foot piece I bought from them as well. It was on special, so I thought that's a good size, and I'll get the amount of strops I need. And yeah, to adhere them, I thought on one of mine I'd just try this double-sided tape just to see if it works. It might just be a way to do it nice and quick, but for the more permanent ones I'll be using this, it's like a contact cement stuff. Haven't used it much, but apparently it's really good for leather. I'll use my little knife that I made to cut it out. Now, I seem to have a gift where even if everything's clamped down and it's all set up right, I seem to still be able to cut a piece of wood wonky. So all these are slightly different. So I'm just going to lay it on there and cut around it so that each piece of leather fits perfectly on the strop. I mean on the block. Somehow I already got a wonky bit. Making sure to push it down hard before I took the backing off, so that it could really get into the leather, the glue on there. I'm just making sure. It seems to be on there pretty solid. You can peel it off, but you know, if you're just using it like normal, it shouldn't come off. I think I'll put the cubic boron nitride on this one. If it starts coming off, I can always put contact cement on later. But yeah, doesn't feel like it's going to come off, so no complaints there with the double-sided tape. That's a less messy way to do it if you want. Now I'm going to get to gluing these up with the contact cement. I tried doing one of these last night with a paddle pop stick as the spreader. Bad idea, just buy some cheap paint brushes, so much easier. I'll do the rest of them off camera and come back when it's time to join it together. Okay, now for the tricky bit. They're all dry to the touch like the directions said. So now it's time to put them together, and you got to try to line it up because it really doesn't want to come apart if you if they touch and you get it wrong. So yeah. Push it down a lot and then maybe put some weight on it for a while. This video is not sponsored by Pepsi Max. Okay, so my strops have all finished drying and now I'm just trimming off the little bits of overhang. Couple little bits of advice that would help make the process go a little bit smoother would be to have a little bit of overhang on every side. If you're like me and you can't seem to line things up, then you won't get any bits that aren't flush with the edge after you've trimmed it off. So see, there's like a little bit there where the leathers just doesn't quite make it all the way to the edge. That'll stop things like that happening. And another piece of advice, if you've got the rough side up, that means the smooth side is on the block. Make sure you, well, you don't have to, like you can see it's stuck on there pretty good, but just for a bit of extra adhesion, rough up the leather and rough up the block a bit, and that should help. Then once I'm done this, I will show you one way of applying compound. Okay, now to apply the compound, you can just rub it on, but you know, it's going on. But to get it on even better, what you can do is, I've just got the stove on here, warm the leather up over it. You can also use a hairdryer or a heat gun on a low setting, and this just helps it melt in a lot better because the block's kind of a waxy stuff. So let's give that a go. So yeah, that's rubbing on. You can also probably warm up the thing a little bit as well, but you don't want to go too much or it'll start dripping everywhere. The leather was cooling down a bit. I don't think I did it long enough. Yeah, and you just keep doing this till you get your desired amount of compound on there. Got a smooth side one here I've just finished warming up. Some friend wanted smooth side up, so this is his one. Oh, and don't accidentally touch it, the element. Alright, the strops are done. I have the compound loaded on them. I've put the little feet on the bottom. I think I prefer the black ones over these little dots that you can buy. Seems to stick a little bit better, and it also gives you some more clearance if you wanted to strop like in the middle of the table or something. as opposed to having to put it on the edge so your hand can drop down. Yeah, the compound seems to go easier on the rough side, but when you use these type of emulsion compounds, the smooth side seems to be best from what I've seen. I haven't used them yet, but you'd end up with a ton of it soaking into the rough side, so you can get by with very little on the smooth side. Just a couple drops seems to cover most people's strops, so 2 to 3 drops for these really big strops. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you found this useful, and have a good one.